here we've got, somebody who's in their 40s or 50s fencing some kid who's snotty-nosed teenager who's about as big around as my pinky, moves lightning fast, has hardly any target you can hit. We're like, I think we should start off with a handicap. So for every decade difference, I get a point in my favor. The problem is they'd still beat me because I could, they're still just so bloody fast. So what can you do?
You're like, every hit I hit is worth 3 instead of 1.
There you go. And I can use a
But
bow.
can you get a hit?
Can I get a hit? Question. Yeah, no. Yeah, we had this one student who ended up getting recruited and off to college. I think went to North Carolina, Chapel Hill, and just a phenomenal fencer. Great kid too. And but we used to spar, and as he got better and better, it was harder and harder to get a touch on him. And then it got to the point where it was like impossible, and even all of my best tricks weren't working anymore. So just like, okay, I'm just gonna say, hey, how you want to try saber? How about archery? You stand there, and I'll stand over here.
You, right?
No,
come on, man! I saw that 3 years ago.
No, he was a good lad. So particularly since he would ask for letters of recommendation and all that good stuff that you need. So.
Exactly. You better at least let me get a hit if I'm going to be giving you a recommendation.
I should have made that. A condition. So,
I started school today, and we have one student there who participated in skateboarding in the Olympics.
Oh wow, cool!
She placed 6th.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic.
Yeah. So everybody was like running up to her and then looking at her and like, what do I say? Wait. It was interesting.
How about congratulations? Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah.
So
she's really nice. She's been going to our college for the last 2 years or so, 2.5 years.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, I think we've got everybody here for what it's worth. I just want to let everybody know I have to bail out in about an hour and a half. I have a coach's Zoom meeting I have to participate in.
Well, we can finish out the turn probably in an hour.
Oh, easily. As long as there's no chits in the thing except for regroup, leader, and reinforcement, then we can definitely get it done in no time at all. So...
Well, we're done. Now we're just into the fire phase, right?
Yeah,
we are at the fire phase.
Yeah.
So if we want to get started with that, we can do the fire stuff, and then we've got at least one assault over on my end of the universe. I don't know if there's any other assaults that are on the board. I think that's it. So
no assaults, but lots of firing.
Okay. Well, why don't we start over on your side of the map over there with Brennan and Mitch and Robert, and just
do we have Brennan?
Boom, boom, boom.
If we start on the far right, there's a Russian shot that starts up here with Bagavut joining with the infantry here to fire at this skirmisher.
Sounds good.
Mitch, that's your infantry and my artillery. Who do you want to roll it?
Why don't you roll your guns?
Okay, you want to calculate the odds? The guns are adding 9 firepower in there.
I've got 4 increments, which still leaves me at 12, as I understand.
And then you've also got the skirmisher down here who's joining you.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. So that's another, so it's 3 times, so it's another 9.
Except it's 2.5 only, so it's more like.
Oh, is it 2.5?
Like 7, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Right. Okay. So you got 7. You got 19, and I got 9. 28. And what's the fire defense?
I think it's 14, isn't it?
Cultivated.
It's skirmish.
Fire defense, skirmishers. It is 15. 15.
We have one. we didn't quite make 2 to 1. It's 1.5 to 1 plus 3. That's a miss. And then I'll reduce the ammo here. So that missed. Then it ricochets into the next skirmish hex. Got 9 firepower on 15, which is 1 to 2 minus
6.
minus 6, and then it ricochets into the church. But I seem to have hit the mouse twice. They all missed.
Yeah.
Moving down, the next shot is from here. These batteries are joining these infantry to shoot that battalion. The artillery has 15,
That'd be 12.
and the grenadiers on the refused flank have 16. That's 28. And then what's your guy here worth?
I'm assuming it's 12 line 4 by 3.
Okay, so it's 16 plus 31 plus 12, 43. 43 against 9 is 4 to 1 plus 2. That's 44, which might be 2 hits.
1.
It's just 1 hit. Okay.
Yep.
So
just missed
that's 1 hit on that battalion there.
Okay, give me 1 second. Okay.
It would make sense to pick up this guy next.
I got a question.
Yeah. Both of those joined. That was
Oh, okay.
fair.
I got you.
So I got a question with the charts. The charts that are in the game are okay, or I've got like 3 sets of charts open from different things that people sent me. Are the charts in the game the best ones to be using?
I
Are
added
you
the new
using the
chart.
updated ones in the game?
So the ones that are in the game are the best ones now. As I was just looking at, okay, so fire.
If you have the right
for regs. So if you click
update,
on the tab
yeah.
that says regs 30, and
Yeah,
then
it
you
depends
click
on
the
which
fire chart.
which module you have.
Okay, there's the fire chart. Okay, because I was looking at this one fire chart. Alrighty, I'm good now. Cool, thank you. All right, so that guy has 1 loss here. He has to make a morale check.
There's this guy in square too.
Yeah, we're going to do that next. They have artillery shooting at the 4 square.
That should be my.
Nice.
I'm reserving that for my first shot. So just wait.
So the artillery ricochets through to here. It's got 15 on 6. That's 2.5 to 1. That's a hit on this one from the flank.
All right, my whole thing just froze.
I don't think you got full 15 going into that.
Sometimes
Does
that's
anybody
what
see where
freeze
my
like that.
unit went to? Oh wait, is this it?
It moved up.
Okay, the thing is freezing.
Oh, maybe. Okay. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, it's because there's a line of sight being made.
Okay, and I'll make a morale check. Oh, they're happy.
Good. Oh, just moving on downward, then the next shot is Robert. It's yours now. Like you have different friends that can shoot at this square, like the artillery here, and maybe you can decide what you want to do with those battalions.
Okay. Right. So just the artillery can fire because it's disordered, right?
Yep.
Okay. So that would be 14.
Halved because it's disordered, so it would be 7.
Disordered 7. And then we would have another 4, 12, so it would be 19 if we wanted to use those 2 against the square. And what's the square's defense?
6.
6. Yeah, that's better to do. So, so that's 19 to 6. That's 3 to 1. And is it shifted for canister?
It's
2 columns.
Right.
2 columns. So it becomes a 5 to 1.
5 to 1. All right, here we go. 5 to 1. Oh,
There's your
I guess I
66.
got it.
Oh, yeah.
That's 3 hits. Boom. Well, guess what? They're not in square anymore.
That's pretty funny.
Unfortunately, I was on mute, but right before you roll it, I said, "Oh, here comes that 66."
Yeah. And they passed their morale check.
They didn't. They failed it because it got more than halved on a shot, so they're disordered.
So, but is it? So it's -6 for them being half dead. Is there another -6 or another minus something?
Yeah, because they took more than half their increment count in a single incident. That's
Okay.
another minus.
What is that minus?
That was like
Minus
that was
12.
grape shot of grape shots, dude. That was awesome.
The guy who just got hit, I don't think he took his shot yet.
The guy who was in square?
Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't shoot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he hadn't fired yet.
So the artillery ammunition, here it is. Oh my God. Okay.
One thing is
Yeah.
the square gets to shoot. The square gets to shoot back. It's got 5 against your. What's the disordered group? It may have scored a hit back against you, but maybe not.
Oh, you only had 4.
No, he had 5.
He had 5 increments.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
5 firepower. He probably missed. It's probably 1 to 1.5. He just missed. So.
Okay.
So now it's a French shot next, like probably from here. Whoever they want to shoot at.
So, yeah. So I think these two will shoot at this one here. So that would be 4, and he had 4 because he just took 1 loss, right? So that would be 8 times 3 is 24 to 9.
Yeah.
So that's 2.5 to 1.
Yep.
Sounds like it.
All right.
Wow.
Oh my gosh. What is with
The
this?
revenge of Robert there.
What is with this?
Tag.
Nice.
That was awesome.
All right.
2 in a row.
And that one's 2 hits, right? So
it's going to be the same thing, I guess, a -12.
yeah.
So
He passed, actually, this guy.
okay.
Is it
Grenadiers, he
-15
passed.
for being disordered too, or no?
No,
So
he wasn't
total
disordered.
-15? Okay,
Yeah, this is this chap here that just got hammered.
got it.
What's his
Uh,
regular morale level?
14.
Oh, he's a good one.
He was.
Yeah, the Russian Grenadiers are really, really tough. They're like almost guards.
Okay.
Now you're kind of down in here somewhere. Yep.
Yeah. So I think there's 4 increments here. Yeah. So that would be 12, and you're in line in, what is that?
So fire defense is still 9.
Still 9.
Yep.
So that's 12 to 9. That's 1 to 1.
Yep.
Oh darn. The streak
Can't get
is ended.
66s every time, Robert.
Yeah. Yes, you can. All right. Mitch, do you want to?
I don't know. I was going to give you the option. Do you want to sort of figure out what you want to do between these 2 hexes?
All right. Yeah. So I'm just going to fire from the church onto that 4-7 here, and then half of these guys and these guys will fire on that guy.
Okay.
So do you want me to shoot at the church and you can shoot back?
Yeah, although my guys will probably shoot. I'm going to guess they're going to shoot here. You know what I mean? But go ahead and take your shot first.
I'll take my shot from the church. So That would be what,
It's
1/3?
probably 8 to 9. Oh,
8.
oh, you're right, because he's in the square. So
You're
it's going to
30.
be 6.
Sixth.
Yeah, so 6 to 9.
6 to 9.
It's 1/3, right?
Yeah. So it's times
So
3,
2 times
and then
3.
it's
Yeah, I
divided.
got you. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Oh, 62. Is that enough?
That is a hit.
Mhm.
We know who's hot tonight.
Yeah, I know. Robert was doing a little computer programming here.
There you go.
He flipped the switch.
And he has failed.
Time to be disordered.
Yeah.
But he gets to take a shot before it all goes to
Yeah.
pieces.
Okay. All right. So he had 2 increments left. So that's 6. We'll add in this unit here, the next one down. And he has 4, so that's 6, 18 to whatever is here. That's a 1 to 1, right?
18 to in line. And
So yeah, it's a 1 to 1.
All right, here we go.
That unit actually, it's in skirmish mode. Hey, Mitch, you may want to wait with the 5-point battalion and use it to combine with the artillery.
He already rolled.
All right, I thought that was a better use because I'm going to get a big shot on
Okay, good.
the 6-7.
did you get a hit?
Nope.
No, I don't think so.
44.
44 is not going to get a hit at 1 to 1.
Okay.
All right. Let's, do you want to take the shots here and here, or do you want me to shoot at you first?
Go ahead.
Okay. Let's see. Let's start here. That's going to be these 2 guns here,
Okay.
which is 54. I'm sorry, not 54. It's 36. I have, it's 36 to, I don't think this guy can participate, right? Because this intervenes.
No, the guy on the left, the far left, has a long range target at the battery in the woods, but not this one. Yeah.
Okay, so these 2, 36 to
36 to 9. So you're at
4
4
to
to
1. And I have a +3. Oh, 66.
Oh, there you
4
go.
to 1. That's going to be 2 hits.
It's a 66.
Mitch, that's an example of why you generally would want to keep the infantry combining, because on a 5 to 1, that would have been.
Oh, I hear what you're saying. Yeah.
So 2 hits?
Yes, 2 hits.
Okay. And what is the modifier for being half dead? -12?
-6.
-6.
And another -6 for taking half your current increments in the shot.
Yep, so -12 altogether.
Okay.
Oh,
No.
they are very
Wait,
motivated.
Smoking hot.
All right.
I should be in Vegas.
Well, luckily we're ending early. Otherwise, you might be just crushing the whole Russian army.
Oh, that's a good point.
There you go.
Now, I don't think.
Well,
I
it was
don't
Robert's
think
birthday
this
last
unit-
weekend, so this is his birthday present to
I don't
himself.
see this unit having
There
a
you go.
shot over here. Isn't it all blocked?
Yeah, it's blocked. No shot.
Okay. All right. Yes, that one there. Yes. 9 to whatever.
20. 9 against 20.
All right, so 1 to 3. No. I mean,
That
that's-
was just
I
a
got
blink.
ammo. Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Agreed. And he's the only one that can shoot there, right? And that's right. So that's 9 to. What's that? This guy can't shoot. What are you flashing here?
He hasn't fired yet.
Oh yeah, right. Well, we were talking about. I could do that one next if you want, I guess.
Yeah.
He'll fire at the units in line. Are these guys in line? What's going on there?
They're in skirmish.
What is that? Oh, they're in skirmish. Okay. Oh, they don't have enough to get into 2 hexes. I get it. Okay, yeah. So 12 to
at
9, 1 to 1.
34 is a miss, but 16 is a miss too.
Oh, sorry. Okay. All right. Now we're on to this guy right here that has a shot.
Now Robert gets to fire back there.
That's fine. Yeah.
Okay. I can shoot back. All right. So I got 2. They took a hit. No, they didn't take a hit. The 5-7 this turn, right?
Correct. No. They just have 2 increments left. So
that's 2, and these guys have probably 3. So that's 5 total.
Yep. So we got 15 to 9.
15 to 9.
Robert, you might want to ask David if he wants to join on the flank. That will improve your shot because it'll be a flank.
He doesn't have an artillery officer there. He can't participate.
All right. Well,
I rolled an 11 anyway, so it's my streak is done.
It was good while it lasted.
Yeah.
This guy has a shot here, as I understand.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 3.
So they're just that one chap.
8, 9, 10, 11.
9 to 6. Is it 9 to 6?
9 to 6.
Yep.
Yeah.
So 1.5 to 1. And I don't have any.
No leader.
Yeah, no leader. That's a miss. Yeah. Yes. And they'll combine against. Can they combine against this unit?
You've already fired on that one.
Oh, have I?
Yeah, but Robert or whoever it is, David, whoever's got this gun that's there in the woods, the French gun, can it fire at anybody, or is it out of range?
No, it doesn't have a target right now.
Oh, okay.
All right, so we'll fire.
That's the way No, he doesn't have a target.
All right. So that's
you can shoot at these 2 batteries can fire down at this one.
Yeah, that works for me. So that's 5 and 9 is 14. Infantry and.
Yep.
That's artillery. It's versus 20 fire defense.
Okay, so 1 to 1.5.
Yep.
Plus some. Not going to be enough.
Not enough.
Yep.
Oh no, it is a hit. 1.5 to. Is it? No, oh, sorry. It's
no, it's 1 to 1.5. Yeah. You were flashing this guy here.
He can try a really blink shot on the skirmisher now.
Right down here.
Yeah, it's 1 to 3.
Yes. Okay. All right. See, do I get this guy? Have I shot him yet? We do that? Probably.
Yeah, he was part of the combined shot on the guns.
Got it. Yep. All right. I think that is what I've got.
All right, so we're down to this part of the battlefield here. So I know David's got, well, he's got these guns here. I don't know, they could probably shoot at something. And then he's got more guns elsewhere. So Dave, what do you want to shoot at?
The little guns don't have it. They can't even get 1 to 3 on anything there. in front of him. So.
Oh, okay. Then don't worry about it.
On that. Do have a shot. The middle one and this one has, so it's got 3 plus 9, 12 against the skirmishers there.
So which two are shooting? That one and who else?
The half of this battery.
Oh, so basically the 3 increments that are there.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So
I don't think it. Oh, maybe. I guess it does. I don't know. Does it have a shot?
yeah. But
No.
from here to
Because
here.
he's got.
What I'm saying is that
one increment of that is in this hex and one increment's in that hex. So I get half of this one. Excuse me, half of the middle one.
Yeah.
Plus the 9.
Right.
Gotcha.
So he's got basically like 11 and a, 12 and a half to 14. So with a plus something for the leader.
Plus 4.
With a plus 4. So go ahead and roll. I don't think so. Okay.
It's 40.
That one has good ricochets.
What does he have to
There's
ricochet
a
on?
trench behind it.
So
It goes over the valley, and it hits the square on the cavalry at range.
Wouldn't it stop here at this hex side?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah,
yeah.
because it's
In the uphill,
yeah.
maybe. It's got a 1 hex shadow. And the question is, because it has a shadow, does it keep going over the ravine? I don't have a
I don't know.
strong opinion.
That would be upslope. I would read that as upslope.
well, but the slope is in the shadow. So it doesn't
Yeah,
even,
the slope is in the shadow. I think it continues.
All right, we'll make that the way.
so then this will be -6.
No.
No.
Make that the way. That's very Mandalorian of you.
Yes.
And mark some ammo off.
David, the cavalry may be in range too, the big dragoon regiment with a bit of a plus on it for the size.
2, 3,
Yeah, but he's
4,
got a
5, 6,
he's got a
7,
minus 12.
Yeah, they
right?
are. That'd be -12. So
No.
Plus 3, yeah.
Fire defense is 6, so you got 1.5 to 1 -9. Might be able to squeeze in a hit, maybe.
Well, he
No,
rolled
not
a
with
23, so
Okay. No joke.
Not with a
No
23. Let's see. Can I? Ammunition. Let's see. Do the guards get 16 ammo in this one, or just is it everyone 12?
16.
Because I think the lower one is, is a guard one. Yeah. All right.
well, I can only imagine we have lots of our viewers are Democrats because we're up against the Democratic National Convention and all the exciting speakers that are lined up. We don't have our usual crowds of people watching.
I know my wife's out there crying as she's watching it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Too funny.
We should have, some sort of drinking game where every time they say, democracy, you have to take a hit, a shot. I think we'd all be
Exactly.
drunk within 5 minutes under the table. Got to save our democracy. Okay, everyone take a shot. Save our democracy. Take another shot. What's the new buzzword? Transformational.
All right. I think that's all I got, a shot with artillery down there.
All right, the big guns have spoken. Boom.
big guns have spoken.
We got to get some French 75s into the game. That would make a difference.
That's all right if we can have some Katushan rockets.
One Apache.
Yeah, one Apache
Yeah,
indeed.
one Apache. One
Could
one,
kill 100,000.
All right.
There you go.
So now let's see. So no more artillery in your side of the world can fire yet, David. Is that correct?
Yeah, no more. There, nothing in range of
Okay.
the other stuff. So.
All right. So we're over here where Rick and I are. So I know I don't fire until the a melee phase, right? So, but I think this guy can fire at me, right? He's not. Right? It's only the guys that are in the melee that have to fire during the melee phase, right?
I think so.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. The other one he can fire on you.
Yeah. So you got a shot there. I think it's probably a 1-to-1, right?
Yeah, 2 guys. We're gonna shoot.
And in the rear,
you're imprinted because you're in whatever.
or in the flank.
No, I'm in general order there.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So in the marsh, I've got a fire defense of 10. So I guess it's
Nice.
Yeah. So it's 8 to 10. So 1 to 1.5.
Let me.
Yeah.
So they can't fire as a group for 16. Not that it
No,
matters.
because they're in
but-
general order. So if you're in general
Okay.
order terrain, then you just use your printed value.
And it's the top one.
Oh, the top
Yeah,
unit, top
only the
unit.
top unit shoots. Okay,
Yeah.
that's the part I was missing. Got it.
And that is a miss. All right. Do we have any other shooting?
I don't see that we do.
I don't think so either. Okay. So now all the shooting's done. So now what we would do is the assaulting. Is that the next thing in the order of operations?
Yep.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
I now have to roll, right?
Yeah. So you're going to have, I guess you roll for your guys first, although I don't know that it matters because it's all the same. So you've got one guy who charged in from a range of 4 hexes. And so somewhere here's the chart for that. So he would just have a -3 on his.
This guy's morale's what? My 14?
Yeah.
No, 22.
All right, so
Ooh, he
he's going to be
doesn't.
disordered.
Oh, that's right. Disorder.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the other guy came in from a range
24.
of 3. He's going to have a -6. And that's gonna be
31, 21. He disorders.
All right. You're off to a grand start, Rick.
It's all good.
Do they
Does
get
the
a
whole
bit of a
stack-
plus because you have 2 hexes attacking?
That's
Oh,
not
wow.
in the. I don't see any pluses in the roll to close.
Yeah, I don't.
I think it's in the
Everything's negative.
it's what they call the
Yeah, it's all
assault
negative.
odds modifier. Negative. Check mod. Odds assaulting. That must be for the defender then.
Yeah, to roll to stand.
So that's going to be for the defender.
And there'll be a modifier because he's being attacked from 2 hexes.
Right? Defender will get -3.
Where is that on the chart? Let's try to find it. RTS versus assault. Is that it? Roll to stand. Assaulting on higher ground. Nope. Defending on higher ground.
Lower left corner.
Lower left. All right. Oh, yeah, so -3. Okay. Well, cool. Let's go ahead and roll and see what we get. 36 becomes
Do both?
33.
I assume both units are disordered
Yes.
since the top one failed. Okay.
All right. So I didn't get my number, so I won't have twice my fire value, and there won't be an odd shift. All right. So now I guess we do the.
Eric, are you
melee
disordered after failing to?
Nope, because I'm
Failing
in
to-
general order terrain.
Did you look at the assault
cool.
odds morale check modifier chart?
Yeah,
It says
that's what
odds assaulting the target hex. So what is the odds? It was 2 to 1?
It's 2 to 1, so that's why it was a -3 on my roll.
Okay. Okay. Got it.
And I don't think there's any pluses.
Robert, in some of the older versions or other versions of La Bataille, the odds calculation on these assaults is done by increments. In this one, it's done by number of hexes attacking. This is 2 hexes attacking against 1 hex defending.
Oh, okay.
It's like number of different directions. It's a little more sophisticated than.
Okay.
All right, so now we shoot at each other. So I've got, I think, just 4. Yeah, so we will fire at this stack. So it's going to be 4 to 6. And I think I've got a +3 because you've got 10 increments there. Somewhere I know there's a plus. Yes, +3 for 10 increments. Okay, here we roll. So +3, that's going to be a 52. So that's a hit on the top unit.
Mm-hmm.
And then that will.
Increment loss.
Now, they don't make a morale check now, do they?
Nope, you're good to
Nope.
go.
Okay.
It's not a hit.
Yes, it is.
How? What's the odds?
I thought they. Oh, you're right. It's not 1 to 1. It's a 52. Nope, it's a miss.
Okay.
All right, and then I guess you're going to shoot back. You're going to have 8 to 10.
Do I shoot units separately or together?
No, it's all one shot.
Okay. Oh, they're halved.
They're
Got
half,
it.
yeah.
Yeah. Nope.
And that's a miss. So now we go and we look at our melee values.
And my melee values are halved.
Halved, right, since you are disordered.
Am I calculating for all 3 units or just the top unit?
All
and then...
3.
All 3.
So just total them all up and then have it.
Yep.
Yep.
Keeps it easy that way.
38.
So that's going to be 19. 19 to 5. So you are at 3 to 1.
Just missed 4 to 1.
Okay, there's no modifiers to the dice since is there a leader there or no?
No.
No. Okay.
I mean, we're French. We should have an audit +3 or something. All right.
All right. So go ahead and roll and see what you get. A
56.
That's a good one. So that is going to be
Wow.
a DR.
Defender routes.
Defender route. So I'm going to lose an increment. I believe that's correct. And let's go to route. And I move 1.5 times my movement, correct?
Yep.
Sounds right.
1. And is there any rule about where I've got to go or just away from you?
You got to increase the distance away from the nearest, from the,
So I could Retreat him am I paying terrain costs or am I just doing regular stuff?
Paying
Yep.
terrain costs, yes.
Okay. All right. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And then okay, so I'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll park him there. 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
You probably have to go 3 more movement points.
Is it 1.5?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So that would be what? So 10 is his movement, or
Maybe
is
11. It's probably 11. It's probably 11.
okay. All right, there we go.
That was an exciting melee.
Yeah.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10. Well, I'm just trying to think where I want him. Yeah, I guess that's as good as anything else. Otherwise, I guess I could go here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that's going to be 8. I still have to keep going. Yeah. Okay.
Just like in general, once they're routed, the farther away they can get, like the sooner they'll get up maybe to the icons or something. So there's nothing wrong with going through the clear terrain either. What you're really trying to avoid is stomping through your own units, because that causes a morale check -12 on your own guys who go through.
Right. I didn't want to leave him out in the open though, where, right? Because if I go back 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, that gets him back here in the clear. But then he'd be, I guess, vulnerable to cavalry.
Yeah, I mean, total. That's a judgment call at that point.
Right. Although he is Moscow militia. He's not exactly our best and brightest. So that's okay.
Yeah,
we'll
it's
send him
almost
over
like
that
to be
way.
like-
Okay, cool. Not bad. We managed to disorder 3 stacks of French infantry. So 3 battalions of French infantry. I'll take that deal.
Do they have to roll for assault impetus?
Well, I don't know how they
Yes,
go
because
all in
they're
there,
all
because you
thinking
can
about-
only have 1 battalion in there, right?
Oh, stacking limits. What's the stacking limit for it?
So stacking limit for the swamp
10 increment.
is
Okay,
1
yes.
battalion or 10 in general order.
Yeah, got it. I didn't count. There you go.
So one has to displace, and then as Michael said, there's impetus because there's no zone of control on it. So they keep hustling forward depending on the table.
So where's that? So there's another table here that we look at.
And I do that if I'm
If you
disordered.
make an
There-
infantry assault and
It's on page 2 of 6. If you roll
Yeah,
a 1, it's 1
bottom
hex.
right.
If it's 2, you 2, 3, 3x, 4 or more, it's nothing. So it's 1d6.
So roll d6. A 4.
None.
No advance.
No, it's
that impetus rule sometimes causes your units to stick their necks out in really dangerous places. It's a really
Mhm. And you can't roll a morale check to stop it.
nope. They keep
No.
rolling forward, and then it's like cavalry countercharge time kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Is that only in this set of rules?
Yeah, it's
Yes.
not in 5th edition, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I don't see that in 5th.
No.
So is it on a chart or is it in the rules somewhere?
It's on page 2 of the 6-page charts.
And in the rules, it's in 16.9.3.
Okay, maybe I downloaded the wrong thing here. I don't have that listed. But then again, I've got my chart says Regiment de Marie Louise, so maybe that's
Oh yeah, I see it on the chart at least. 2 of 6.
Okay, that's interesting. Is it on the ones that you uploaded?
If you have the one that has the map of the battle, I mean the painting of the Battle of Borodino, it's on this number 2, but I don't know which module you're using.
Well, I don't know. No, I don't think I have your module, so that's why.
Okay,
I haven't downloaded
you don't
it.
have that.
I only have 1.4.0.
Yeah. Okay, cool. All right, what's next?
Let's see. And in the 6-page charts, it's on page 2.
Okay, I'll have to download that because I've got the ones for the Moscowa that I downloaded from Bataille.us, but it's only 4 pages.
Right.
I've got the Marie Louise general regs stuff, but I guess I need to download the.
So the 6-page are the general charts for the game, not specific to Moscow.
Okay, all right, that's what I'm missing. Okay, no worries, I will look that up.
But there is, that impetus thing, Marianne.
I think that was the only assaults we had, right?
Yep.
Sadly.
All right.
It's all right. There's more targets for you.
Recovery from disorder.
I got a lot of rolling to do, I think.
-3.
So
yeah, -3 if you're disordered, and then minus more if you're half dead or whatever else.
So the guys in the swamp. Is it just the top unit rolls for the stack? Am I rolling for the stack or?
I believe you're rolling for the stack.
All right.
Stack, yeah.
He's fine. Still.
You roll for the stack, but you compare the number against each unit's individual.
Good.
Okay.
All right. And then for militia, nope, they're not happy. Do they move again or do they stay where they're at? If they fail to recover,
is this
do they
a
move again? Yeah,
Eric, was that a routed unit?
Yeah.
So he's too close to roll for recovery from route. In Regs 30, you can't start rolling to recover from route until you get 15 hexes away. So he's going to move it.
Okay.
He's going to route again in the when it comes time to check for routes, he'll route again.
Yeah, we're doing disordered right now, and then it's routes.
Okay.
So.
Also, Eric, just quickly, that would be an example since he has a second move coming up. While you might want to, doesn't really matter, but you leave him out in the clear the first time, then he routes back. He's looking for the icons or some leader.
Oh, okay. So he routes now, and then in this next phase he would route again because he's not 15 away.
Routes again. He can't route.
Okay. I thought he was going to be stuck where he was. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
You guys don't find that weird? That's like teleporting.
The movement that he did on the retreat subtracted from that, if I recall.
That would make more sense.
I mean, otherwise, he's going like 22 in a 20-minute period.
They'd be in the Olympics, yeah.
I think they really do. I mean, if you look at the movements of units at the drum pace, at the march pace, that's the 7 movement points. It's like 700 yards in 20 minutes. When it comes time to run away, running, you can run a mile in 20 minutes. He's running a mile or so in about 20 minutes. That's actually kind of a fit. Like once they're routing, they're undisciplined and they're actually running as fast as the human body can run. It's a lot farther than just one movement.
Okay. So
course, think about it.
So then I don't
Oh.
have to worry about him getting caught, basically stuck here. He's going to get another opportunity to run in this coming phase.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay, so let's do that. 1, 2, 3,
What
4,
it
5,
means is,
9,
like,
10,
once you
11.
start getting in trouble,
Right.
the route is actually a reasonably good way to save yourself.
Okay. Okay, cool. I did not realize that. I thought that he would be stuck there for the remainder of the next turn.
Is that true with cavalry too?
Yes.
So in one turn they're going to move 30 hexes potentially, or more.
What happens? A lot of times the cavalry gets exhausted,
And
and
so
when
it's
it's
halved or whatever.
exhausted, then it's like thirded plus
okay.
double, so it's moving 2/3, or,
Okay.
half or something. And then if it's only tired, it's moving 1x.
Got it.
But it still gets away pretty far.
Yeah, so it says here, units en route may not make this morale check if they are less than 15 hexes away from an enemy unit in good morale.
Did we just lose Eric?
Unless they are stacked. Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can hear you now.
Unless they are 15 hexes away from the enemy. Okay, and are not adjacent to an enemy unit. All right. What else do now it's the
disorder? Route recovery, right?
Well, are we done with the disorders? Robert, you done with your disorders?
I haven't rolled for any of them yet.
Oh.
Who wants to? I know everybody was watching this one. I didn't hear anybody go into a different room. So.
Oh yeah, just start rolling. It's all good.
Yeah. So roll for your guys, Robert. Just flash them. Except for, I guess, people that are adjacent can't.
Right. Ones that are adjacent cannot roll.
These guys can't, even though they're just adjacent to a disordered unit.
They
Correct.
cannot.
No. Okay. So we have this cavalry, I think, here.
Yeah.
Let's roll for them. 43 minus.
They should be fine.
They should be recovered. So you can face them anywhere you, in a single hex formation, face them, or no, they come back in line.
Yeah, they come back in line. Infantry come back in column,
but
and
face them the way you want. Don't face them backwards.
No. I'm trying to select it, and it's not letting me. So hold on.
It's the F troop.
Why isn't it rotating? Hold on. There it goes.
You idiots.
Where are you going? Okay, so that's that one.
Right. You got some disordered infantry back here.
Okay.
Back near the readouts.
36. That might not be good enough.
Oh, I think it probably is.
So 33 effective?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, he's got around 16.
They don't care. Yeah.
What about the guy under him?
They'd have to be. I don't think any of the French are anything less than.
Yeah, if the top guy passes, you get +3 for each one below.
Guy below it, yeah.
Okay, and we have these guys.
But you would have had another minus 3 because they're from a different regiment, right? That are part of the stack. So do you have you've got a -3 for being disordered, and then a -3 for being stacked with somebody who's not part of the same regiment. So they would have a -6.
Yeah.
But a 36 is fine because that's then a 26,
yeah, 22.
and everybody is. The worst guy was a 22. So.
Yeah. Okay. And then we have these guys here.
So they're going to have a -9.
They're half dead.
Half dead's -6, and then a minus.
They get a +6, I think, for being a special structure, don't they?
Yes.
Yeah.
+6 for the map.
Oh, this is like being in square.
Yeah.
So they just have a -3 net.
Okay.
So that's going to be a 21.
He's the first. He'd probably be good.
21.
21. Do you have to do better or do this or hit your number in this rule set?
Yeah.
Better than.
Oh,
Better.
you gotta do better.
Better than? Okay. All right. They still disordered. Is that it for me? I think that's it. Brennan, do you have
Now it's routed.
Brennan, I think you got some Cossack cavalry you can roll for.
Yeah, there's 2 disordered, 1 passed, 1 failed, and then the routed guy routed away. I just did that well.
Okay.
Y'all.
Okay.
And you got a routed somewhere there, Robert, don't you? I think he just keeps routing because he's too close, unless he's got an officer. Oh, he's got an officer, so he can roll.
He can roll?
Yep.
Oh, because he has the officer. It doesn't have to, if it's even with close.
Even if he's within 15, he can roll, but he'll. So.
Okay.
Yeah. So unless they're stacked with a leader, they have to be 15 away.
Okay. And so it's -6.
But it's then plus two for the leader. Yep. So just a -4.
-4. That's probably not going to be good.
That's good enough. That's going to be a 26.
I'm so pessimistic about my units. 24.
Well, they're Italians after all. They're not as bad as the Spanish.
All right, and I can face some.
Yep.
Oops.
But now they're still going to be. Would they still be tired?
Oh yeah, did I take the tired marker off?
They're tired, and then next turn they can work on the recovery of the tire.
They're actually exhausted if they're coming out of route.
Is that right?
Yeah, I believe
that's certainly true in Premier. That's true in Premier. I don't think it's true. It's just whatever it was.
Oh, that's right. Because the exhausted, tired and exhausted stays with it, even though it's routed. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Premier is pretty harsh on cavalry recovering, more harsh than this.
So if they were tired before, then they're tired now. So.
Okay.
Any other routes?
I've got my little guy over on my part of the universe.
All right, and then we have cavalry readiness. I don't think anybody's eligible to ready this turn, so because everything happened this turn. And housekeeping. On to the new turn.
Happy move button. Somebody hit the move button.
I think somebody has, right? Yeah.
Done.
So now we advance it to the 8:20 turn. Cool. Alrighty-o. So we've got about 25 minutes before I have to cut out. Do we have time that we wanted to do our command stuff and get ready for the next turn? Well, it looks like the French are already on it. Oh,
yeah.
I think that's a really good opportunity. Yeah.
We can at least get our commands figured out or whatever.
65.
That's almost good enough to get Napoleon to move.
Guard cavalry released.
65, the guard infantry, or guard cavalry, really. Yeah.
All right, let's roll for the Russians. 61. We're right on your heels there.
Reserve batteries
releasing more batteries.
So we just click on those units and hit copy and.
Yes. Yep. Copy and paste. So, okay. All right. We're going to go down. I guess then we'll go to our separate headquarters and sort out who's getting which commands.
Sounds good.
Okay. Cool. We'll see you guys back in about 10 minutes or so.
All right.
You guys want to go to the headquarters? You just stay here.
All right. How are you gentlemen doing?
Good. That was a little lackluster, but what the heck? It happened.
Yeah, that's how it goes. You can't always roll 65s and 66s.
No.
We have a lot of good firepower deployed against them. Over a few turns, it will inevitably end up in our favor. It doesn't have to be electric.
Right. So
we scored the hits that mattered, particularly the crossfire enfilade through that northern infantry worked. And the 4-to-1 attack, which almost could have been a 5-to-1 into the village, that worked. Like those units will not last much longer. The French won't. That was
right.
Yeah, I got a quick question. If I move an artillery unit into the Great Redoubt, is it then fully ammoed?
Yes.
So I could restock out of that and I just move it into it and get rid of those as well.
Well, you got to limber up anyway, right? So once you limber up, then you roll.
I can't pronate or whatever into it.
I mean, you can't prolong across the readout hex, right? You have to come in through the rear, I suppose.
Okay.
Yeah. So the rear is
but
considered
I can limber,
like
move
open.
in, and unlimber.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's one way to do it. And I guess you wouldn't have to unlimber. You just move in there.
You probably have to spend a turn, right, for ammo.
Yeah.
Like overall, if we look on the Russian far right west of the board, the French group there is in pretty dangerous shape because we have lots of infantry and lots of cavalry closing in on that isolated division.
Right.
So hopefully over 1 to 2 to 3 turns, we should be able to wipe them out.
Yeah. And Robert knows that they're in trouble. We talked about it when we saw each other on Saturday. He's like, oh yeah, he made a mistake going across there, and that severe slope terrain is kind of got his guys in a pickle. So I'm sure he's going to try to see if he can. Yeah, he's going to see if he can extricate himself, but I don't know that he can do that necessarily.
It depends on the chit pulls. If he pulls chits first, he can disorder and route and get out of there. The artillery is not going to make it.
Right.
Which is good. And then if we pull chits first, we will, depending on the order, we may be able to send a whole bunch of cavalry right around behind them and completely wipe them out. Depends on the chit sequence.
Right. So, okay. Well, over on my side of the universe, I'm actually in decent shape. Nobody's in a position really to be hitting me anytime soon. So in that regard, I don't necessarily need a whole bunch of maneuver units like I might have done in a previous turn.
Eric, there's a moderately strategic item that you can work on. The French long-range artillery is beginning to creep into range around the corner of the woods there.
Yep.
If you look at what we want to do is to try to get artillery superiority against it.
Yep.
If you look at Kutaisov's Grand Battery,
yep,
if it starts creeping to its right, prolonging to its right, then over the course of 2 to 3 turns, you'll be moving into a place where you could begin to bear against those French batteries.
Okay.
And at the same time, if Mitch prolongs the Guards' Grand Battery southward along the front of the redoubt, they will also be coming into range zone against that same French battery. And what that will give us is 2 or plus our redoubt, It's going to give us 3 converging fires onto his 1 battery.
Okay.
And the ones you're talking about are the ones that are north of the Great Redoubt right now?
Yeah, due north of it,
Yermolov, I guess, is what I say.
Yeah. They probably want to, like, they have a choice of prolonging around the front of the redoubt or prolonging or limbering and going around the back of the redoubt. They probably want to prolong along the front of the redoubt.
That's kind of what I was thinking, because then they can get a little, they can maybe get some shots as they kind of come across.
Exactly. They're likely to get targets of opportunity.
Should I put one of the 12s, the big guns, into the Great Redoubt?
It's not worth it. Your mobility is more important than the ammo.
Okay. No, I just meant put 2 12s in the bigger guns.
The thing is, once they're in there, they have ammo, but they're locked. I mean, you can pull them out later, but he's going to spend a lot of time avoiding their fire.
Okay. Oh, okay.
Whereas if you're mobile, you can drive the initiative on where you're going to shoot. Whereas once you're there, you're like.
What do you think about these 2 614s that are kind of right down by Semenovsky, the little river there?
Yeah, you're going to need cavalry protection for your batteries as they come around the front of the redoubt.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm kind of thinking if Eric doesn't need his both his MUs, like I definitely need 2 because I need to bring the cavalry into action. So I got to keep my 2, and then Mitch, you're going to want 1 for your 6th Corps.
Yeah.
And you probably want 1 for the Lavrov's Guards division, including the Grand Battery. So that's 2. But if Eric can spare you 1, then you could use it to move the Provisional Cavalry Division or some other cavalry out to get a little forward of the redoubt.
So are you planning on limbering up Yermanov's battery and redeploying it south of the redoubt, or not south, but east of the redoubt?
I think I might just prolong it, but do you think I should just move it all at once?
I think you should prolong it forward.
You cut out on me there, Brendan.
I think you should prolong it forward to the west of the redoubt, not hook backwards. But you're going to need cavalry to come with you. Notably, you're going to want some type of cavalry somewhere around here because of the 614s.
Now, I can't move these cats because they're out of command.
So then you'll want your guards cavalry, these guys, or these dragoons if they're in range.
I think I want to do the guards cavalry. So let's put Boris down. This guy, let's give him a command.
Yep, there you go.
Well, if you if Lavrov is active, then Borozdin, if he's within range, is also in command because it's one corps, right?
Yeah, but Mitch is only allowed to activate 1 corps plus 1 division. And he needs the full 6th Corps.
Oh, okay. So he's not activating the 5th Corps under Lavrov, is what you're saying.
He's activating the Guards Infantry Division under Lavrov, because Lavrov wears 2 hats.
Okay.
But that's only 2 then, right? Oh, I guess never mind, because he's going to then use a divisional command to move these guys, and then this guy's going to do a divisional command as well. Okay. So I'm going to grab this 5 over here as well. Okay.
All right. So you've got
2, 6, and 5.
All right. So you've got all right. So that's going to be 3 command points for you. And then you've got 2 command points. So that's 5.
I've got number 4 and I need 1 more. Which one should I take?
We don't have number 1 or number 3 on the map. So we can go 1, 2. I'll take that.
I'll do number 1.
I'll take number 3.
Okay, then. I'll do number 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. All right, and then you want me to try to sneak that battery over?
It's part of the 8th core, right? You're activating 8th core with your MU.
Correct. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's part of the 8th core. So
I just have like a cavalry unit right next to it, so I'm just like, okay, I'm not sure how I'm going to, unless
you can equally well go backwards, but the Jaegers behind you, yeah, they're 8th core also.
Yeah.
You can go back where the square is.
Yeah. And they can then
skedaddle.
Yeah.
Yes. Also, I think that your Lowenstern Grand Battery is also part of the 8th core.
It is.
So depending on how you want to play it, that battery could begin cycling upward to take the place of Kutaisov.
Right.
So that all of them are like shifting upward to the left.
Okay.
If you like, or you can leave it where it is. That's up to you.
Yeah. No, I've got a little room to maneuver, but then my problem is then I've got my cavalry then has to, or so I can move the infantry and I can move the guns, but I can't move the cavalry unless I get
the Russian cavalry is really expensive to use.
Yeah, yeah. So, all right, no worries. That I understand what I'm doing, and I should be fine. Have decent defensive positions for everything out on the Russian left wing for the moment. So we'll see what Rick does. Keeps pounding up the highway towards me.
Eric, if you have to go off for your meeting, do you want us to run your troops if your chit gets pulled, or so we make use of the time, or do you want to not do that?
So it depends on what you guys want to do. If you guys want to keep playing, then I will just mute my mic and you guys can chat, and then I will try to, as best I can follow what's going on with the game, so that way I can keep recording it and live streaming it. So if that's what everyone wants to do,
why don't we play until until Eric's chit is pulled, and then if it's pulled, that's where we break.
The one thing is, if it gets pulled early, then we're losing a certain amount of playtime. It's up to you guys.
Yeah. No, you guys. I mean, you guys can move my stuff. So Brennan, you've had a chance to kind of scope out where stuff is. So you're basically, I've got the 27th Division, I've got these Guard Grenadiers, and I've got the Converged Guard Division, and then I've got this Grand Battery, that Grand Battery. So that's pretty much it.
That's a lot of stuff. That's all the 8th core immune.
Exactly. Yeah. So it's a pretty sizable little stuff. And then as far as leaders go, I've got Tuktov activated, so he can then move back and have his core. So he's over here with Barclay. So right now I've got all 3 corps commanders activated. So Tuktov would then move back towards his core to try to get everybody happy. And then I just have to move Konovshin over here so that he's within range. And then the only other thing is I've got those Cossacks down to the south that would be kedging up towards Karpov, and Karpov is over here in the woods off to the side of the Utitsa Kurgan, kind of drawing those guys back up. So the rest of the Cossacks on the other side are out of command this turn.
Yep. And the ones who are skirmishing are kind of in decent shape. They just hang there until they get pressured.
Yeah.
And then the ones that are in the far south are trying to run off on the goat path if they can make it.
Yep. That's the plan.
And that's going to depend on a chit pull kind of sequence.
Exactly. Yeah. So what gets pulled first? So there you have it. All right, I think we've got our chits down. Toot, 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 toot. And
It'll be interesting to see how the French use their chits. Like Robert's units may need quite a lot of chits to extricate themselves. They've been relying on their light cavalry initiatives, which is not very reliable, and so they're like kind of semi-paralyzed out there.
yeah,
It may result in a whole lot of their chits getting committed out to get those guys out.
right. Yeah, no, you're in a fun position to abuse him slightly over there.
Stir up trouble.
Yeah, but that's part of the fun. So
that this game is really big, and it's lots of fun to have these huge armies to really play grand tactics with. It's really fun.
Yeah. No, and
Absolutely.
we'll just have to see how they do here as they start coming forward. So I did notice that he sent like the bulk of all of the heavy cavalry are over in this far right French position with Murat. He's only got one little group of heavy cavalry in the center, one division of heavy cavalry, and then some of the guys that are part of the guard. So we have heavy cavalry superiority in the center.
Yeah, it's a very interesting thing. They're sort of trying to repeat the historical plan that Davout tried to get to happen, which was that far right sweep.
Right.
But and because of the way the game on the French left or the Russian far right past Borodino has started off early, we actually have at the moment a really big advantage on the French left. And
Correct.
we may have time over several game hours to capitalize on our opportunity. Whereas by pushing everything to the far, far right sweep, they may bury themselves deep in the woods on the far right, and it's going to be really hard for them to ever get back at all. So this is a good early action for us. It's gone very well.
Right, yeah. It gives us a chance to kind of come out and punch them where we can gain local superiority before they're able to kind of bring their army to bear.
Exactly.
Now, of course, the challenge is going to be getting across the Voina with our stuff, if that's what what our intention is. And
the general plan there is to be very patient and relentless.
Right.
Because we certainly have infantry superiority north of Borodino, and their cavalry is all confused. So if we can cause more confusion for the cavalry, chase them off, and continue developing, strong infantry strength and pull artillery onto the Borodino plateau, what we'll do when the time comes to go across the Voina, it's probably 2 to 3 hours away from now.
Right.
Is we'll do a set piece attack where we'll get artillery superiority first, and then we'll rush everybody across the stream under artillery cover.
Interesting. Okay.
What we won't try to do is go over the stream too quickly. There's no rush.
Yeah.
We actually want to just continue to maintain the superiority and grind Eugène down.
Right.
And by noon in the game, 4 hours from now, it's likely that we'll be up onto their fleshes.
It's somewhat interesting to me that they didn't put the guards like in the stack with other infantry and then force march them with almost near automatic, rolls in their right sweep. Just kind of a personal observation.
Oh, is that some sort of thing that they have with? I didn't even look to see what is that called? Force marching?
Yeah, because you can force march the guard hard.
The French guard is really, really dangerous when it's used well. When it's used alone, it's fragile. If it's used in an organized way as part of the whole French machinery, it's an incredibly powerful spearhead. but it takes practice to figure out like the timing and the sequence and stuff like that.
And then they could do the, you know, the old guard charges and all kinds of stuff.
Yep. But not just yet.
No, not yet. I do see the gods of war are now in position a little bit with Gaio.
Those guys are pretty, yeah, I mean, some of the small risks are, you know, sudden cavalry, small to medium-sized cavalry charges. They can be unpleasant, but they're not decisive. What's decisive are, you know, the medium-sized to big maneuvers, corps level or wing level maneuvers to a location where you build superiority, and then you can like crush a whole corps.
Mm-hmm.
Which like Eric, mid game, you're going to have to deal with that on the far Russian far left, because they have a lot of infantry coming that way, but they're not there yet.
Yeah. Well, it looks like with a force march in regs, you just roll a die to see how much extra movement you do. So it could be up to a maximum of 6 movement points if you rolled a 6, but if you only rolled a 1 or a 2, well, you're only moving 1 or 2 extra movement points. Correct. So it's not quite as good as it is in like 5th edition and Premier, where you basically double your movement points.
That's fair. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then you make a morale check. Every combat.
And they could also kind of avoid some of their, if they have command issues, they could, you know, also give them a, you know, a rally point or whatever you want to call it. Can't remember what it's called in the rules. You know, you're marching them to a certain, you know, place, a forced march to a certain location.
Yeah, I don't know that I mean, because you're doing your march in a different maneuver unit. So say you had a division of the French Old Guard, and then you've got, say, one of Davout's divisions. They're not activating at the same time. They'd both be activating differently. So then maybe the Guard moves, and then the other guys move, or maybe the other guys move, and then the Guard moves. But I don't know that you'd get a benefit unless it's a case where you move the Guard, and then the other guys move up, and then they get the benefit for being in proximity to the Guard when they make the morale check. Is that what you're kind of hinting at?
I thought there was some, let's see here. Let's see if I can find it.
All right, I'm going to go grab my iPad for the meeting.
Mitch, do you have a sec to look at some of the stuff around Bordino Village?
Sure. I was looking at 1610-2. So they can
having trouble with my
yeah. They can stack with other units and do an old guard charge with those units.
But they have to get up close to do that, and their guard is still in, you know, pretty far deep.
True. Yeah. So you can't just move them in a stack, but you could charge them as a stack. Or yeah. That's all.
Yeah. If we look around Bordino Village.
Yeah, I'm scrolling up there. I'm with you.
Yeah. So one thing is, I have a lot of horse artillery coming up, and it's going to use those little wooden bridges behind the village. So you have a big square that's of the Ufa regiment. So if you get the chit to move 6th Corps first, if you could move that square out of the way of that bridge, that would be
helpful. Which is a good point. Let's talk just a little bit.
You could swap him into line, even getting shot at, but you really want him into line now. It's time for heavy duty firepower. And then the squares, they could move down. That could move into the village just to clear the bridge, really. Because I'm going to use the bridge to bring artillery across.
I am a little bit worried about having a path out of here so I can retreat, and that's kind of got me.
Who's that?
Well, I'm just in the Borodino area. I think I need a path to get some units out.
Your little battalion up front, the disordered guy, is going to die.
One more hit, he's just dead, so he's fine. You know what I mean?
Yep. And nobody else is at threat, so you're good.
Okay. Fair enough.
What you want to do now, what we want to do is go up and engage, like leave the artillery zones open. But every place that's not on the artillery path, you want to bring up battalions in line and get musketry going, because that will start to erode the front.
So line, and leave these hexes open?
That's right, yes.
And what about I can't really do much with that cat because he's kind of just out there.
Yeah, they were wing support, flank cover in case the chit pulls went wrong.
Yeah.
Just let them be. And when your Jaeger there,
I've also got these Jaegers right here too.
They're out of command, they can sit there for a little while. What we want to do, the white zone south of them in here over a couple of turns is going to turn into horse artillery. So just leave that zone open. And then before too long, this combat will sort itself out, and you'll figure out what to do with people.
Mm-hmm. You know, that assault with the multi-hex assault is intriguing to me. If we can get, maybe we should think about accelerating some of our assaults if we can get like a 3-hex assault.
The time to do that is probably 1 to 2 turns from now. If our firepower, if like in the artillery phase, if we get some disorders, that's when you launch it. The other time you launch it is if you don't get disorders, but you've reduced their battalions to 2 points, then you can assault.
Okay, that makes sense. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So, for example, if you want, you could launch an assault down on these battalions here at the south of Borodino, but the people who will be doing that are your 7th Division, and they're too far away, probably.
Ooh, what about these guys? What if I were to assault with these guys? I can get the distance, right?
Yeah, distance, but the river's in the way. You could do it with them.
Okay. Well, I like those
guys.
Yeah.
On the other hand, you could try that. On the other hand, we've got fire advantage there. Let's just keep shooting at 5 to 1. That's just,
those are some pretty good. I had just done the math wrong when I calculated that shot with the infantry. I thought I had the odds I was looking for, and I was like, oh shit. I was thinking it didn't really make a difference, but you were right to point that out.
You basically always want to combine with the artillery into the biggest impact you can get. That's the best hit path.
I was thinking my number was higher than it was. I was using the 20.
What you do want to do, Mitch, with your 7th Division, these guys, their target over the course of the hour is to come down to the Kalacha River and come all the way down to here and line up along down in the valley, because you want to start putting pressure on Eugene's guys from the east. So the 7th Division.
I would anticipate that these 3 guns would also pronate forward.
Yes. Yep.
Okay. And so then put the infantry kind of in behind the guns for right now.
Yeah. I mean, the critical thing is to leave the fire path open. The rest of it.
Yeah, exactly. That's the most important thing right now is that fire path.
Yep. So, maybe behind the guns or like off to their side a little bit and so on.
And, when it comes down to it, when we're moving these guards cavalry, I'm going to definitely want your assistance on, exactly where we want to put those guys. You know what I mean? That's a little tricky.
Yep. Yeah, well, ping me when the time comes. You're trying to block a cav rush by the gods of war or the light cav. You're trying to block a raid, really.
Oh, wouldn't that be fun to watch? The guards cavalry against the gods of war?
That's usually how it happens, actually, by the way. Mid-game, that happens every time. Shall we go back to lobby? Yep.
Yeah, that sounds good. I'll head back there.
All right.
I love reading about these individual guys that are that I, starting to explore a little deeper as to who the heck I've got and those personalities. Yeah. And ChatGPT is just really great about, hey, tell me about this guy. Who was he? Give me a short bio on him. What did he do with this battle? It's pretty snappy at telling me, who these guys are and what they did.
Who did you learn about?
Oh, I was reading about, let's see, it was the guy I sort of gave you the message from. It was the
this guy here.
Yeah, what a cat, you know what I mean? He gets captured and wounded. He actually fought more down here by the Great Redoubt. But hey, he was one of the first to go at the original battle, and he's one of the first to go here. So I thought that's kind of cool. And that's why I was thinking to maybe get this this ADC kind of up in here, so that he can take over command of a division if one of these two guys dies.
Those commanders' main job in Regs 30 is to work with artillery batteries and use their cannon bonuses.
Right, but I was thinking if we get the initiative against the French, around here in Borodino, I don't want to lose command of one of my divisions and not be able to press our fight. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure.
But I totally agree with you but I feel like, hey, there's a decent chance when this fighting gets going, particularly if we stack these units with an assault or something, that there's a decent chance these guys die.
You know what Monocton, your ADC, can do is this turn when the leader move comes up, or actually when the 6 corps move comes up, he can come over to these Jaegers and help bring them back into command.
Because then he would be under the core activation. Right. Okay.
That's right. Yep.
Okay, that's a good one. I'm going to do that. Let me make a note of that one.
Yeah. Like he can run over he can run over the bridge by the mill here, run into the mill and go up and command that.
Yeah, no sweat.
It's interesting that this turn, it's going to be really, really interesting how the chit pulls come out, because
it's part of the love of the game, right? Because you don't know how it's going to go down.
Exactly. And it could be totally in favor of the French, like getting a solid line, or they could get totally ambushed by a cavalry sweep. It's all possible.
It was interesting. You almost took those guns out. You were like right there.
We're going to get them this turn with the dragoons.
Sweet. Oh, what would have been interesting, if I understand things right, if we go back to that assault that they just did. If the assault would have continued, then they could have brought in some of Compan's guys too, right? For the second round.
Yeah, sure.
I'd like to see that mechanic in motion, because I've never seen that play out in my own personal play.
Like the calling in reserves kind of thing.
Yeah, where you get, hey, we're bringing more into this meta. It is nice to have my guns within 5. I'll say that.
Yep, that's like a big secret to winning these games, is to get the guns to 5.
Yeah,
like that's usually.
Although 1 is really deadly, which you just experienced.
But not with the big ones. The big ones you don't move them that close. It's too dangerous.
Right, but they add up. I mean, yeah, with 27 with 2 column shifts, now you're talking about some really big shots.
Oh yeah,
it brings like 5 into play.
We like it. Like you basically win the game by setting up long-term statistical advantage in your favor, especially with firepower. Like hour after hour. If you look at the last turn, the last fire phase, we had 5 or 8 artillery shots, and they had none at all.
Well, they had the 1,
yeah, right, the 1 ricochet.
Well, yeah, the disorder.
Oh yeah, right. Artillery shots.
Yeah, so they have 2, and they're getting more guns in place though, so they're going to start getting some shots.
Yep. What we're trying to do is maintain our artillery superiority as long as possible on the timeline.
Our leaders are not the same ones they have been during World War II. There's a change in class in the the Russian army. Yeah, a lot of these guys' descendants would have been purged.
Yes.
Oh, I watched an interesting show. It's called it was a German 3-part miniseries called Generation War. Wasn't too bad. It was about what was it, 5 people who variously had different roles in Germany during World War II. I wouldn't say it's super accurate or anything, but it was pretty interesting to watch.
Yeah. I haven't seen too many, German perspectives on World War II. Obviously, there's lots and lots of Western and Russian perspective on.
Yeah, Das Boat, pretty good.
Yeah.
I like watching foreign television.
It's a very different perspective on so many things.
I don't know how we get past all this divisive politics. I'm not pressing you where you stand on things. It's just so.
Yeah, it's interesting. I mean, I think it's human nature. It'll work itself through one way or the other.
Yeah, I
guess
we need a period of stability and normalcy.
It would be nice. I think the new media are very rock the boat kind of things. Like they make all the rocking pretty extreme.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the new media, social media and everything that seem to amplify extreme voices and hype up the anger in all directions.
Yeah, I see a lot of anger on Facebook.
And that, and that's just your own
includes
personal.
Me. Don't get me wrong, I'm pretty angry about things too. I'm not immune.
That the nature of the medium is pretty. In the 1920s, radio was invented and commercialized, and radio was rolled out across the U.S. and it began to get pretty extreme. And then back in the 1920s, the Congress passed communications decency for broadcast, and it required toning everything down.
And then until Reagan, we had equal time, right?
Exactly. And then when the rules were changed, and then radio and TV began to get more famous, and then internet's not controlled by this. So maybe some, like, I think society encountered that type of growing outrage from an electronic medium 100 years ago, and they solved it by pouring fire extinguisher.
I think it was in 8th grade we studied World War II and propaganda and the dangers of it all. It seems like all that's just thrown out the window.
You mean all the knowledge of how to fight it?
Right, the known danger of what this leads to.
I totally agree with you.
It was almost like I remember in 8th grade, it was like our teachers were saying, when this happens, you got to remember this.
It's like civics. It was fundamental civics knowledge that our generation had, and that society as a whole has let loose from lately.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The French have a ton of stuff to go through, don't they?
Yeah, they do, and they're in a bit of a hard place, right? Like they're trying to launch an offensive, but their left wing is in confusion, so they're trying to figure it out.
Mm-hmm. Well, like it was a very tempting place to go, right? I mean, you could see why a person would want to get through there. Oh, that's the way to get in there. That's what I have to do. And not really think about what do I do once I'm over there, and it doesn't go well.
The other thing is like that far left wing, when you play this game a lot of times it doesn't see a lot of action, but there was a historical cavalry sweep across that area by Platov's Cossacks and Uvarov's Guards cavalry by the Russians, like in the midday period. And when I looked at the tactical situation, I thought, okay, there's a rule on the random events that's going to force that cavalry sweep. One thing that historically they did with the cavalry sweep was it was unsupported. So it was just cavalry. And I looked at it and I was like, what if we did a major support of the cavalry sweep with a full infantry corps and as much artillery as we can scrape up from
You
places?
can't form a grand charge, or can you?
Only Eric's guy can do that.
Only Eric's guy. Okay.
There's one Russian who can do it. There's like a whole bunch of French, but there's only one Russian.
Mm-hmm. Well, and Marat can for sure, right?
Yeah, Murat and Montbrun and Nantuti and those guys can all do it. The Russians only have Golitsyn, who's their cavalry leader, who can do that.
Okay.
And you know, a cavalry grand charge in the game, it's cool, it's powerful, but it works best as part of combined arms.
I just keep, you know, as I play more and more games, I just think about these sort of Napoleonic maxims. You know, the simple stuff. Just hit them hard with your stuff where they're weak. Don't go right at their hardest stuff.
Yeah. And then concentration of force,
which I think is exactly what I feel like is going on in the Ukraine right now. Hey, that's just total Napoleon, right? Hey, they're weak here, go there. Don't fight them head on where they're strong.
They seem to have zapped 3 of the bridges, which will probably make part of that territory difficult to access for the Russians.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I just found the historical section in the rule book is pretty good. I went through that, and it's got all the pronunciations and things like that. That was very helpful.
Yeah, you know, always the joy of playing these games is number one, learning the authentic history from the scenario guides and you know, working through the units. You're like, okay, now I understand what a French corps was all about with the 3 infantry divisions and the light cavalry division to do the raiding and combined arms and the artillery.
This game has so many levels. Like there's, hey, can I even get a basic understanding of the rule set?
No.
B, what does effective play look like? You know, what are effective strategies? And then sort of the last one is, hey, let's kind of look at these units in greater detail.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
Fun game.
And not every game has this all those levels. You know what I mean? It's like, wow, what a rich game.
Eric told us to go ahead and play his units if we pull his shit, so we figured we could go on for a while longer.
Oh, we can go a little bit longer, yeah. Yeah, maybe another, what, a half hour or something? Oh, be good.
Yeah, I could play about that.
Somebody pull a chat.
Okay, I'll get it. All right. That's me. Where do I want? And I'll pull another one to see what's going on there. Okay, that's Rick. So
there's 11. That's
That's too
by the Fletchers.
Yep.
Right.
So Mitch and I can observe for Eric while you guys make your moves with those units down there.
Sute. I'm out.
Yeah, it's a bunch of light cavalry, man.
Who's not Sute?
Make sure you leave them all stacked like that, so when we shoot at them, it'll be a nice thick stack. I guess there's really not that many there, or they're small.
That's their maneuver columns, not their combat formation.
All right, so let's see. Nasute, which is all Saint Germain, Valence, Breuer, or whatever his name is. OSB.
Let's see what. Oh, that's another one. Okay, so Rick, you're after you do 2, you're doing 3.
So all my cap, basically.
Yeah.
Um,
Well, this is the first turn that Mike Chit hasn't drawn first. It's awesome.
We're getting all the French cavalry coming out up front. It's a cavalry turn.
Well, that's kind of nice. They're going to have to go around that French infantry instead of follow up on it.
Blast. Mineski. Blast. So Brandon, just so that I'm right, with Nasute, basically all the leaders in the first cav have to be within 6 of him.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you've got in the first cav corps, you have a light cavalry division, and then you have a couple of heavy cavalry brigades or division.
Right.
It's like there's a lot of units in that corps.
Yeah. Surprised at how many. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start moving. Where do I want them to end up? Where's my leader gonna end up?
Wow, getting a lot of French right off the bat.
Stop with French.
Robert, that's you. Or no, is that you? Yeah, that's you.
Yeah, that's the 14th.
Is there any cavalry around here I have to worry about? Not to see. I'm gonna go ahead and start moving some dudes.
Rick, you can probably just like move pretty fast because there's not a whole lot of
okay.
That Bordeaux guy.
I'll pull him back. Yeah.
Yeah. He actually belongs to Davout's corps.
Where's Davout? Let me look.
He's part of your first corps.
Oh, yeah, those guys can't move.
Because Davout's corps has a bunch of infantry divisions, but it had that
Yeah.
cavalry group that leads it.
So he needs to be marked as out of command. I'm not moving him this turn anyways because he's tired.
Yep.
Let me go ahead. Thank you. Let's go.
Well, he could have rolled then.
Yeah, but he's tired. I'm not going to move him anyway.
But the unit next to him is not, and he is part of him. He might have been able if you.
Let me roll real quick. Yeah, but yeah, sure, I'll roll. What did I roll? A 5. Yeah, so he missed.
Mitch, Robert is moving the 14th division over in your zone there, over by.
Yeah.
Germain.
Give me just 1 second.
2, 3.
Got it.
Oh, this guy's remain too.
Okay, that's the Italian stuff. Let's see.
Gosh. Yeah.
So we'll move these guys 3 here.
Carradini. Oh, Carradini, he's another guy that's part of Devue's group.
Oh, you want to flash him?
Yeah, I'm gonna roll here. Let me do it.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. He's
I wrote a 2.
He's the
Yeah,
overall cavalry
Division
commander
commander.
and the 1st Brigade.
Exactly.
The 14th is pretty much all repositioned, so it's
So
good the way it is.
I will.
Really?
It's all kind of in the Fletches, right? That's where you wanted it. Unless there's somewhere else you wanted to
You
be.
need to spread yourself out a little. You need to give yourself lanes. You need to support your guns up there. Are you going to unlimber there? Are you?
Which guns where? Which
On the point of the cliff.
No, but it doesn't have any field of fire from there. It would. It's behind that hill in front of it, so it can't shoot at anything.
You could, for example, you could pull that battery that's out on the nose of the cliff. If you want to, you could roll it back into the flesh and unlimber, which would give it some protection and some kind of field of fire. But then you'd need to open up a fire channel for it to be shooting through. Just an example.
At the
That's
Fletch,
like this one to here, conceivably. For example.
Yeah, I know, but back there, even if I gave him a field of fire, there's nothing to shoot at from there.
Yeah, that's true.
My units are all in front of it right now.
Yeah, yep.
Unless I don't know what. So, and I don't have the room to, Dave, to make channels and stuff there. Where do I make channels for?
Well,
because it's. I don't. This whole thing is just sitting here waiting to do something instead of deploying to do something. I don't know, unless you wanted to move somewhere.
All right, I'm going to move on to the 4th.
Rick, you moved the light cavalry units under Pajol.
Under Pajol.
Ray, sorry. These groups here.
Yeah.
What was their command situation? Just out of curiosity.
They're within 3 of that guy.
Got it. And where was he to start with?
Oh, he was 3 further up. 3 further up.
Can you just show where he was?
Oh, he was here.
Okay. And where's his core command coming from?
He was over here.
And that's 6 to there?
He was 6 away from him.
Beautiful. Perfect. That's perfect. Great.
Well,
excellent.
let me make sure.
Got it.
Let me put it all back.
No, I got it.
6. So it would have been here. Is that right?
Beautiful.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
That's a thing of beauty. That's a thing of beauty.
Six. I want to move him back and then move these guys back within 3 of him now.
Makes perfect sense. That's the light cavalry division that's flanking for the core. It makes perfect sense.
Mm-hmm.
David, are you done with your light cav there by the fleshes?
Yes.
So I'm gonna move on to the 4th core group.
Actually, I may have moved them out one more in front. Okay.
5,
But yeah.
6, 7, 8, 9. Oops. 9, 10, 11. This other guy's gonna go. He's 11. 11. These guys are screwed. Cavalry is 4. Brush. Looking.
Do we want to pull another chit just to keep things moving?
Well, you can do that.
Yeah, I'm almost done.
No, you're not.
What? Damn you. 4.
And do you want to pull one
Cavalry
after that? I'll
4.
hit, or like Nick or Michael or somebody could get a move.
9, 10, 11. And he has to be within 3, so I'm at. I think I'm done. And now you want me to move first core?
Yep.
Oh, this is gonna be. I have to pay attention to his cavalry, light cavalry skirmishing in the brush.
Yes.
Which is 2 hexes away. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go. I think it's 2, 4. 1, 2. So 4. Then it'll be. I don't think I can go the next one. 5. Yeah, that'd be 9, right? Is it
Be like
plus
8
3?
for the next one. It's
Yeah.
+2 from at a range of 2 from the skirmisher. That's
Plus
+2, and the range of 1 it's +3.
Okay.
So yeah, you can go like up to it, but not into the zone.
Yeah. So mean to me 4. So 2, 6.
All right, Robert.
Yes.
I'm going to
2,
make some
6.
suggestions here.
Okay.
2,
Suggest you bring one of your
6,
14th out to here.
2,
Out
One
to
over
there.
here.
4.
Yeah, but then they're gonna. Oh, they're in command still, aren't they? Well, one of them would be.
4.
Well, in the end, you're going to have your commander somewhere around here. And what you're doing is you're going to build a checkerboard.
Yeah, but facing which direction? Do you? I mean, I was trying to figure out what you meant by that. Where they should. So you want them facing, basically north. Okay.
This one will face north. This one will face north.
In line, or
Yeah.
okay. So, see, these guys have.
I'm done with Campans. I'm gonna move on to Friant.
So that's 1, 2, 3, and then have them in line.
Yep.
Or faced this way in line.
No, face north. Their flank is fine.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You want me to unlimber this artillery then there, just in case I need it in the future?
I would.
Okay.
Then put another one here.
Another infantry?
Yep. And you may face line this way.
Put another one right here.
Yeah. Put one here, like maybe this one there. Bring him here.
Oh, he had moved, but I could move him more. So here.
This one, yeah. And you want him to be in line. Yeah, that's good. You've got here, that's fine. Bring one back to here.
You want him in line too?
Yep. So just in case he gets some kind of, you know,
Well,
turn him this in line.
oops, like that direction?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay, I'm done with.
This guy's going to be
odds.
in line.
He's in a Fletch.
All
So
right.
he's in general, right?
Is it?
What else do I have? Oh, DSAC.
Flash is general order.
They're what?
Flash is general order, like you said.
Okay. He's in general order. This guy can go in this way. Oops.
I'd face him towards that. And you want your commander.
He needs to be
like right there.
There, yeah, that's good.
Three. Oh no, I gotta break these guys down. Their stacking limit.
Rick, if you break them down, but then you move through on the other side, you can put them back together on the other side. So far.
Oh, I can do that. All right. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, how am I gonna get my guns through the swamp? Mother hucker. Okay, that's a problem to deal with next turn. Where are all these guys' units? Oh, this cavalry's all in my way.
I'll move this one into the
3.
Fletch over here, I think. What do you think? Right here?
Which one?
This guy here. He was here. Move him over here.
Can I move through? No, overstacking you if I could.
We'll be out of command, but I don't know if that's a big deal or not.
Oh yeah, he would be out of command.
Yeah, he's out of
I
command.
mean, it's not a big deal, you know.
He's out of command right now, so
I'll move
if we move
there.
But he was in command, wasn't he?
He was, yeah.
3.
I'd move him on top of that one. Or let's see, do you have another one? That's the 9th. Let's see, who do we got here? 35th.
1485, right?
35th.
The 9th. The rest of the 9th is up here. 35th is here, right here.
Who did I put the loss on when I break it down? The first?
Pick anyone.
Or
No, it's the first. It's the lowest. I think it would be the lowest ranking because they're the lead.
See, I don't want this one to have 2 up front there, but let's see. This this 9th guy, put him in this flush, put this guy with this one here, because they're the same command.
Can we have that much stacked in line there?
Yeah. You're gonna have 18, man.
Oh, 18.
No, this one.
Oh.
5.
So now everybody's still in command there.
Yeah, everybody's in command. This guy, though.
I think I'm done with those guys.
This guy should
no, I
be
gotta
over,
move the
have
guy.
moved with these guys, shouldn't he have?
What guy?
This guy here.
Well, he hasn't moved. This
Right.
is the one that's weird. He looks like he's part of that, but he's actually part of the 14th, and he
No,
moved
but
back one.
this 5-8 here.
Yeah, he hasn't moved, so or well, he shouldn't have.
Brandon,
No,
can
but he
I
should have moved
move?
last turn to be with these guys. I didn't see him, I guess.
Can I move horse artillery through a cavalry unit?
He'll just have to.
No, artillery and cavalry can't stack.
So these guys are just stuck there then.
Yeah, they can like hook around the back is what you end up doing, or making sure you have the checkerboard interval.
Yeah, I don't have any checkerboard because smart.
Like,
So
which horse artillery are you trying to move? Like, yeah, he's like stuck. He's stuck.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna move him up one. Cry. And then I think I'm done with this and move. Yeah, Moran has one guy. He is overstacked, isn't he?
A single regiment is never overstacked. He's just good as he is.
Okay.
Except in woods, like in woods or swamp.
Or swamp. Same with swamp.
Woods and swamp, you got one second, but
Okay.
out in the brush here.
Yep. Okay. So we'll go 2, 4, 6. And then I now need to move Davu. He's gonna move too. Okay, there. 4, 5, 6. So I think everybody's still in command from there. Okay, I'm done.
Yeah, ready? That is one monster front of infantry coming through that forest.
Well, slowly.
You can hear the drums going.
Slowly. Artillery, that's not great. Have fun, you guys. More Russian fun than French fun.
Yeah, I'd like to get a crack at that 31 with some big guns.
You can go for it.
It's
nice I'm outside
PRMs.
of 12. He'll be smaller at some point.
Oh, just leave them like that.
You know, I tend to leave 1 or 2 like that.
Plus 18, I love that. Wow, that starts bringing in some big numbers.
Robert, was this guy in
Though, if it's
command
1-to-1, it's still 1.
at the beginning?
Oh, right, him. Yeah, he would have been in command.
I guess I can move. Can I? No. Yeah. Hold on. 1, 2, 3. I can move Morand and Gerard right now, right? Because they were within command of.
Yeah, they're part of the core.
So I should move those guys.
Over here.
You should, because then their guys who are out of command will catch up to them.
Yeah, you could bring them back to there.
All right.
Now
I'm really done.
Bring back to here. In line.
I'd keep him in skirmish, but maybe right there. That way he's in command.
Oh, right. 1, 2, 3. Okay.
And Marat can't move until leader. Okay.
Leaders. Yeah, Marat moves in leaders.
Everything
Unless
else is
he's
out of command.
If Murat is stacked with somebody in one of the other cavalry corps that already moved, you can move it. If you're stacked with it, you can move it at the time.
Oh yeah, I'm just keeping that stack together.
Yep.
So just move them all as one. Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
Cool.
All right. I guess we're at the artillery now. Okay.
Uh-oh.
The 14th division is shaken out into a classic 3x3 checkerboard. That's like an absolutely classic historical formation.
One of these days I'll get it out of my brush and be able to do that.
I guess the main targets haven't really changed, right? They're kind of like where they were.
Not much, no.
So this battery, but it doesn't have the infantry shooting with it. It'll take an attempt at this guy here, maybe. Let's see. Actually, it'll shoot over here because it doesn't have the infantry. It'll shoot here. So it's got 1 to 1 plus 3. Miss. Hammer down. These batteries here, they have that 15 against that, which is 1.5 to 1 plus 2. That's a miss. And then it's 2.5 to 1 minus 6.
Ooh.
Over here. That probably hit there.
Yeah, that would be it.
53, 2.5. Yeah.
And that takes him to half.
Yeah. They're not happy.
That's just gotta suck being out there and having cannonballs just rolling through you. Oh,
Yeah.
Robert, you have your point blank shot there with this guy.
Oh, right. So that's half 7. So that's 7.
Yep.
7 to the
disordered.
Defense is 10.
Okay, 7 to 10.
1 to 1.5. Canister plus 2 to
7 to 10 is not 1 to 1.5. Is it? No, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. Never mind. I apologize.
and so that goes up to 1.5 to 1.
Oh, okay. Oh, no.
That doesn't help.
Well,
All right.
And I think it's your artillery now, Mitch.
Yeah, I'm just okay. We'll start with these two.
Which two? Okay, those two.
Which is 36 to, I guess, there. Where should I shoot it? No, it's there.
That looks good. Yeah, it's 4 to 1.
Okay, 4 to 1. Here we go. Plus 3. Oh, 62.
36. Two.
4 to 1. That's 2.
They're eliminated.
The, is there a roll through or not? Probably not.
Not through Villa.
That's right. Okay. All right. Next shot, which is this single here. And he had the shot, was it on this gun here?
You can try the gun or the cavalry. Up to you.
You know, let's just shoot the gun because you never know what you get, right? You might get the 66.
Exactly.
Here we go. Here's the shot. It's a miss.
Or you might get the 15.
I gotta adjust my ammo real quick. Okay. How about these guys here?
I don't think they have a target.
This one doesn't have a target anymore. Okay.
I think so.
All right. Then we were at this one does not have a target, right?
It does. It's down here.
Oh, that's right. Okay. It's a long shot, right? Here it is.
Yeah,
it's a miss.
Through.
Yeah. All right. So now these two on that gun right there. So that's 5 and 9 is 14. Plus so. Huh, that's a miss. There we go. Hey, sometimes it's hot, sometimes it's cold.
David has some targets.
All right, so this one gets a shot on here. So 1 to 3. So it's a plank. Roll it, Robert. Those are yours.
It's actually 1 to 1.5 because the fire defense is 6 from that angle.
Oh,
because it's a flank.
Well, be 1 to 2.
Oh yeah, right. 1 to 2.
Okay.
That's not going to do it.
Now all
hey,
of a sudden,
good use of ammo though.
Oh yeah. Hold on.
So I can move through brush as a regiment.
Yeah.
All right.
So I've got my 12, 1 to 1.5 plus 4 on that. 1 to 1 plus 4. So that's 53. 1 to 1.
Eric's got a shot.
Is that good enough?
Cool. Where's the shot?
1 to 1.
It's right here on this stack.
No, it's not enough on me.
What was it shooting from? Nice.
So it's a
what?
9 to
1 to
On what
1.5.
stack? Where are you shooting?
right here. And I'm shooting right here.
Oh, yes, you do. Okay.
And I don't think he can he combine with this? This guy does not have a shot.
No.
Blocked by the brush.
That's what I thought. All right, so 9 to, how much you got? You have 11. That's gonna be a little bit of a plus, right?
Plus 3.
And can Lowenstein command that since he's part of the battery, or did we say he can't do that?
No. Nope.
Here we go. So probably a miss.
Yeah.
Cavalry in line. It's the
Fire defense is 6.
so 1 to 1.5.
It's
1.5
for stacking. So
1.5.
I think it's a hit.
I think it is a hit.
42.
5 to 6. Yeah.
So the second light, whatever that is. And I'll put a ignition.
The air is full of hot lead. David, did your battery down there commanded by Dro shoot?
Yes, it did. I haven't marked the ammo off yet.
And did it hit anybody?
No, it missed.
And did this one pass a morale check?
Yes, that's
Okay.
the 34.
Thank you.
Are we done with artillery?
No, this guy's got a shot. The skirmishers in front. And so it should be 1 to 2.5, I believe. 6 to you're probably 14 or something like that in there.
Yeah, 15.
No, that's not going to do it. And I don't see any others. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, I didn't do the bounce through for this one here yet. So it was 12. So it was 2 to 1 on that, -6. I don't think that's enough. 2 to 1. Well, let's see, 32. Now it's gonna be missed by 1. And -12 on this, but it's
+3.
+3, so -9. And that's also 2 to 1.
So yeah, you got 12 firing?
Yep.
2 to 1.
No. Oh, but never mind. I was thinking, oh, it's got the rope, but no, that doesn't count on ricochet. So, all right.
Got some bullets.
I think we're done with artillery, right?
I think so.
Russian 1.
Russian 1. Cavalry action. Cavalry action on the plateau. Let me look at some of this here.
Yeah, why don't we call it after this turn? So,
Yeah, that makes sense.
This is all the fun cavalry, huh?
The Russian Guards cavalry, it's pretty fun.
Is that all
Those
the
red ones?
LG ones? Yeah, the red ones.
Yep.
Nice.
This guy will move. He'll go 4.
Where do you start?
All right, yeah.
Like 9 to there.
Yeah, no, I think. 11. Does this unit want to
Yep.
opportunity change? All right.
So
Kenny,
roll for it.
he's tired.
It doesn't matter. He's in good order and not exhausted.
Oh, why couldn't I have done it then 5 out?
That's a reaction chart.
Because yeah.
You're just moving. You're not charging.
Yeah.
You haven't declared any charge.
Haven't declared a charge yet.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll roll here. He probably doesn't. Yeah, he's a 24.
Okay. I'll go here. Do you want an opportunity charge there?
With who?
Same guy.
You can't. I thought you only could try that once a turn.
Each
Nope.
hex.
Oh, it's each hex?
For opportunity charge, yeah.
I always thought you can only try. Okay, maybe that was a different game.
That's reaction charge. Reaction charge once per unit. Opportunity charge once per unit per move in your zone.
Can the guys across the river react?
No.
They can't because they can't charge up the slope, up the
slope,
steep
okay.
slope. So that
Okay.
blocks the opportunity. Otherwise, they
Got
would be able to.
Okay, cool.
Okay, I'll try again here. Okay, so they do make a charge this time.
Great. So you melee me. You're on the attack.
Okay, do we put a counter on it or something?
No, it's immediately resolved. I have 35 melee strength. What's yours?
52, right? No, I'm kidding.
71. Oh no, that's reversed. So if it's
71,
17,
yeah. You're dyslexic.
No,
Counter,
that's how I read writing. It's right to left. So if it's 6,
it's 5, 6, or 17. So
it's like down 3 points. It's
Well,
about
14. 14 to what?
And you're halved for being tired, so you're 7 against 35.
Oh, so you got 5 to 1.
1 to 3.
On,
Yeah, 1 to 3.
I got 1 to 3 on the.
Row 66 again.
Okay, let me get to the chart. Where is the chart here? Melee.
I actually did exactly that against the Guard Grenadiers off Cheval and Mont Saint Jean with some like Prussian Landwehr. I rolled a 66.
Nice.
Yeah, it was awesome.
Okay, here we go. 14. No, I've lost my.
That's not good.
14.
So you
Dacker routes.
So,
Take a loss.
take a loss. And then I have to go back. 14.
Your route move is 21 cut in half, so it's probably 11. It's cut in half because you're tired.
So that would be 8 just to there.
10 to there.
It's downslope is 9. Oh, right, 10.
9 plus 1.
1,
So.
10. You said 11?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I guess we could go down here.
Yeah. Now you're exhausted and routed. Okay. Does this unit here want to form square? Because these guys are visible to it.
How is it visible?
They can always,
Right down
they
here.
can see. There's nothing blocking
Right
it.
down
And it doesn't,
I thought it was only 3 you're facing.
no, not in this one. There's
That's
nothing to
Premier.
do with facing. Yeah.
Okay.
So I
Does
can
that give you the chance
square at
for
a range of
opportunity?
2.
There's officers looking
Yeah.
around and stuff like that.
If you want, yep. Square it or anything.
But
Okay.
doesn't that same unit get the chance for opportunity fire within 2 hexes?
No, opportunity
One.
fires adjacency only.
Oh,
Where is the chart for that? So what do I need to roll?
4 square. It is on. It's the 3rd page of the 6-page chart, and
Oh.
you are doing it within 2 hexes. Is
mean-
-9.
-9.
How many movement points does he have left?
I make it
11 to 51 for
11 to 51, and it's light cavalry says -3. That doesn't count. No light cavalry modifier. It's just 11 to 51.
So do you have movement point left?
no.
That particular unit can't charge anymore because it's disordered.
Why would he form at this point?
Because there's other cavalry moving, and it's going to make it worse for him if he doesn't.
It would. If he has
Make
that
it
other-
worse.
Well, just strategically though, you'd probably want to wait till somebody moved exactly 4 away before you did it, so you don't get such a bad DRM.
What's going to happen though, if you don't form square now, is the Cossack Lancers of the Guard are going to come tight around the hill, and it'll be a range of 1, and they'll be Lancers. So the whole thing will be more difficult.
You actually probably should have mentioned it when he was here, because he would have had the chance there.
He didn't have a line of sight in that hex.
Yeah, that's halfway with the higher ground.
Do you want to check the line of sight rule there real quick?
If I can find it.
What it probably will say is it has to be closer to the higher unit, but equal is not closer.
Let's see. Clear block.
It's got to be closer.
Yeah.
Wouldn't he have seen him right here or right here?
It went through this. It went through this hex. Then it hugged the hill. It hugged the hill.
Oh, you actually had it out here,
Okay.
but it's still.
The reason they went there is they knew they couldn't get seen. So, okay. So do you want to try to form square here or no?
At a range of 2. That's what we decided. It's 2.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll go. I'll roll for it. So it's what is it? 11 through 51.
51. Yep.
Okay, so they form
Okay.
square.
They form square. All right. Now this unit takes the hex, and then it's going to cavalry regroup 5 movement points backwards. 2, 4, 5. Okay. Now the lifeguard Cossacks will come down the line. They're going to go 2, 4, 6, 8.
Robert, you retreated this one. Retreat him this way.
He didn't. Well, I guess you could have. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's
That'd be
Yeah, you put
towards
it
us.
there. He went there.
That would be towards these units.
Does that matter? That's you're
Yes.
moving away from the unit.
Closest.
It's
You have to increase the distance from the closest unit. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Now
Just
we'll go
closest.
here. Yeah. Now he'll go here, pointing that way. This unit may have a line of sight, but it may not. Not there.
Wouldn't these
But it
units? I guess they
does
wouldn't
have
line, 'cause
a
they're
line.
north.
This unit here had a line of sight to him when he was here. So if you wanted to form square at a range of 3, you could try it when I was out there.
makes sense to do that.
It probably does, because there's more cavalry coming, and if it isn't coming now, it's Cossacks coming later. So,
All right. Okay. What's it for 3? Oops.
Just -6.
it's 11 through 61, and then there's Lancers, so it's a +6 penalty.
+6 penalty. Oh,
Yep.
I see it on there.
Lancers. Yep.
Okay. 42.
So they passed. So they form square. Okay. Alrighty. Well, this unit will go here and charge. Okay. Next, Lifeguard Dragoon. They're up here. 2, 3.
Does it have to declare a target?
Not yet. It's not moving. It's not charging yet.
Okay.
Oh, this guy will charge from here. Okay, and then I have the Lancers. So Lancers are going to go over this way. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And charge. All right, now I'll move the leaders, and then we'll figure out about backup lines of Cossacks. Let's see. Cossacks.
Keeping them in the wings, or not going to put them on the stacks?
Sorry, what's that? No, I don't like to put them on the stacks because it's too risky to lose them. Late in the game, maybe, or in desperate situations, but otherwise they're on their own for the charge.
Chalika.
Let's see now. Is there any other brigade leader that I forgot? I wonder. Check in the brigade leader. There's only 3 brigade leaders. I think I got them all. Okay, I guess we're done. Let's charge. The Cossacks will charge the battery.
Okay.
The battery routes.
Okay. So it loses what, a gun, and loses an increment, and then moves away.
Yeah. Try to recall from pursuit.
So what happens?
You retreat, and I try to. So I recall from the pursuit. I can pick a different target.
Okay, my only avenue is through here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're moving 9 points, and there's only so far you can go.
But do I?
You take a hit and route. Now, if I pursued you, you would die, but I recalled off the pursuit to pick a different target.
Could it go all the way here?
Yeah. Yep. So the guns route off somewhere into the clear zone. You can like stop any place back there you want.
Well, they can't go down.
Probably.
They don't have enough movement to go down that hill.
Artillery can't go down.
Yeah, I think they have to go here. Here or here.
I think you have to. Yeah. This you probably get wedged next to the church. Yep.
4. Yeah. Yep. And they're routed?
Yep. They're routed, yeah.
Okay.
So now I'll declare another target, which is this unit here. Then I'll go here and you get opportunity fire from the 2 square.
Okay.
But can you form square?
Don't I have a chance to form square?
First opportunity fire. First opportunity fire. You can't form square here because you can't see me. You're blocked by the slope and your own unit. In Regs 30, the slope, even along the hex side, blocks the line of sight, but your own unit doesn't. A square doesn't block it, but the slope does. So the squares are getting opportunity fire when I'm here.
Okay, so that would be what, 1/3 of.
And then half.
You got 15 plus 15. You got 10, half 5. 5.
5. Okay.
And you're shooting on the flank of a line. It's also a big line, so it's 5 against 6, which is 1 to 1.5. Okay. And you get +3 for the number of increments.
Okay. 44.
So that's 50.
51.
51.
Just missed.
Oh.
Okay, now the regiment is next to the target. You can form square or try to stand.
At the range of 1?
Yep.
So that's
11 through 33 plus 6 for lancers. 11 through 23 you form square. More than that you disorder or rout.
Otherwise, I'm facing up lancers, even if when I form up, or if I stood. What is the value of my guy? 8. I don't think so.
Yeah.
Well,
so
I mean,
what?
it's better to be in square if you're going to stand, regardless, right? But if you can route, you run fast.
All right, I'm back. I guess I missed all kinds of excitement.
Oh, yes. All right, I'll roll to stand and see. Or roll to square. So I have 11 through 23. No.
But do you
55?
route? That's the question.
It's a disorder. No, it's a route.
sucks.
It's a route.
Okay, that's good. So you take a hit and run.
And then maybe I'll pursue them. But I won't be able to pursue very far. They can run down the hill.
Can you attack the battery again?
I probably could. But I got to pull out so I don't get trapped. So I'm going to try to recall,
3,
which I do. So I'm going to recall.
4, 6. Okay.
Yep. You took one hit there. Okay. And I will recall. So I'm going to move back on my cavalry regroup. One, that's a opportunity fire there.
Okay.
As 2.5 versus 6. It's a little less than 1 to 3, so you can't shoot. Now I go here, and that's a 1 to 1.5 with a +3.
That's just like the other one. Okay.
Yep.
44. No, it's
Just
make it.
that's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And these guys, I think, are not disordered because they
never melee. They never
didn't melee.
Well, they delayed the artillery.
No, they routed it. It was just a route.
Because the guns were limbered.
Yep.
Right. So
so they're going to end up in ended line like this. Because they have to watch out for like getting raided by now all the fresh French cavalry. So they got to have like maximum response. I think, although they're very fast, so they don't have to. They're going to be able to retreat for combat. That's nice. Okay, so then they will. Now we'll charge the dragoon. The dragoons are going to charge from here. They're going to charge 1 through the square, 2, 3. This is the target here. You got to try to stand.
Yeah. So
You get -9 for heavy cavalry.
But
you're in disordered, be what, -12?
Once you go over your square, can't he roll to form square, or because he's disordered he can't?
Disordered can't do that.
Can't do that. All right.
No, they're already confused.
So they're going to be really confused in a second.
Yeah, I think they will be. So it's a minus. You said 12.
-9 for the heavy cavalry.
And then -3 for disordered.
3 for disorder and -3 for stacked without a leader. So it's
6.
-6 -15.
-15. Wow. Okay. They have to really roll high. No. No. About as bad as
so the battery they route.
Yeah, but
they're unlimbered, so are they?
I think they're probably destroyed, aren't they?
The battery's destroyed and the infantry routes. I'm going to try to recall rather than pursue. Yes, I recall. Okay, I recall. So they route. They take 1 hit to the infantry, and then the infantry finishes its route.
And
Now the guns couldn't shoot because they didn't stand, right?
Correct.
That's right. Yeah.
Mhm. And then they route, so they would go.
They go 11, which is pretty far. Maybe they'll get away. Maybe
1,
not.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
They can run down the. They can run down the ravine if they want.
You could go here.
The ravine is wicked steep. They won't make it that far.
Okay.
So 1,
I'm not
2,
even sure.
3,
Can they
4,
even make it clear?
5. It's only +3 going down the severe slope. Right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it's going to be 6, 9 gets them there. I don't think they have enough points to get across. What's it take?
So
to
they
get across
go.
the
They
void?
go down here.
Yep. So that doesn't cost.
That doesn't
So
count.
this is 1,
2, 3.
You can't
And-
use the road unless you're in road.
And then
road
down
movement.
to here is another 3, right? It's down
So it's
slope,
4.
uh,
Yeah, to go into that hex costs 4. So they were here. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then that's going to be 9 gets him right there.
10 maybe.
And then 10 he can get there, but he doesn't have enough to get across the Voina.
I think it's 10 here and 11 here. 1, 2. No, you're right. You're right. But you're like here. Yeah.
Yeah, he doesn't have enough to get across the Voina.
Okay. So on the near side of the stream.
Yeah.
All right. So then the cavalry goes here. It recalled. So this is the next target. You can try to form where?
Yes. So 11. Oh, this is.
Yep. Roll low roll again, Robert.
And there's no lancers here.
No lancers here. Okay. I just can't.
That's a route, I think. That's a route.
Forming square, yeah. At adjacent, it's
That's route.
56 is a route, yes.
Sure makes the line convenient now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 8. 11. So that they would have.
Okay, he'll try to recall. He recalled, so he will not pursue. And he doesn't have enough movement points to go get the next guy, so he will stop there. Then he's tired, and later he'll do the cavalry group. Okay, now the lancers will start. They go here, 1, 3, 4. This is the target.
Okay,
5.
Potential shot.
This unit that gets defensive fire, but its firepower is 2.5 against. So it's that should have a shot, right?
1 to 3.
2.5 again. 1 to 3. It's 1 to 3 attack. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. No.
Okay, so now these guys are trying to stand.
Right. And they're half dead. So does that count?
Yep. So they're gonna have a -9 plus whatever the penalty for the
Lancers is another 6, so it's another minus.
They're also halved.
Right. That's what makes them -9. Yeah.
So it's minus 15.
Another
total.
-15. Oh, maybe.
54, 34. That's a 26, right?
No, it's better than that. Right? So 64, 54, 44. It's a 41.
Oh, 41, you're right.
Yeah.
But they
So
stood.
they pass.
Okay, good for them. All right.
So they stood.
I have 24 plus 10, 34. I might want to use reduced strength. What's your defense strength?
There's
Doesn't
like
he get a
2
shoot
increments.
first?
Doesn't he get a shot?
Yes, of course. And possible odd shift as well.
Yeah.
Oops.
I mean,
Oh.
put that to the side.
Roll,
I know.
roll one.
So
Don't flip it over yet, man. Roll one die.
one for
Yeah,
what?
just for the odds, potential odd shift.
Odd shift. Okay, I have no
Right,
idea.
because he stood, because he passed his morale check,
Mm-hmm.
he has the potential of affecting the morale table columns. So if you roll high, it will push the odds from say for example, it's a 4 to 1, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then if you roll well, it bounces down to just a 2 to 1 kind of a thing.
Oh, right. I forgot
Right.
about that.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
the assault thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the same thing happens with the charge. It's the same mechanism. So you would you get a shot at him with what? So probably it's your half. So it's going to be 4 to 9, and then you have and then you roll for the 4 to 6. Sorry. So,
and he's doubled for the defense. That's 8 to 6.
So it's 8 to 6. So it's a 1 to 1. So go ahead, roll for your fire first on 1 to 1. So that's a miss.
Okay.
So then roll a single die to see if you change the odds. A 4. I can't remember.
Plus 1 column in your favor.
So that shifts 1 column in your favor, Robert.
Okay, but I only had less than 5 an increment or 3 an increment. So
No, but they are.
So there's.
They have about 5. 5 strength, have 2.5.
5. Yeah.
Yeah.
2.5. Yeah.
Just 3.
Just
3. Okay. Yeah.
3. Yeah, 3. Okay. So, and remind me, if I use a third of the strength, that would be non-exhausted, but I think it's worth a third of 34 is 10. That's not going to be good enough. So I'll take the full attack. It's 5 to 1. 24. You're out.
At 2 to 1.
5 to 1.
Oh,
But there's
I
Well,
thought I
it drops
got
to
a
4 to 1.
well, I got a shift, didn't I, or something?
Yeah.
No, you didn't
Yeah,
hit.
so it was, no, but he got the 4, remember?
Yeah. But what are the odds?
4 to 1. That's 4 to 1. 4 to 1. It's a
Yeah.
DD2. DD2, but you're already disordered, so you're out.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. So then he would lose another increment, be down to 4.
I'm going to try to recall. I recalled.
And then he would go.
I'll pursue. So you're going.
You're going to pursue?
Yeah. So it does an extra hit. So you're done.
Oh, he's gone. Okay.
And do you move one forward for that? Pursue?
Disorder. You know what? Yeah, he'll pursue. I think. Let me think about that.
Now, can he still
Gonna be exhausted.
move 4 more, or
doesn't have? Yeah. It doesn't have to be disordered though. So he is. Yeah, he'll pursue. He already called anyway. So you die, and he goes here, and now it's time for cavalry regroup. The other guys already did it. The dragoons will cavalry regroup. Let me think. That's 2. Two, 3, but they can't get back down the hill. 2, 3, 4. They're exhausted. I'm just looking out for, like, can your cavalry come back up the hill and stomp me? That's what I'm looking at. So he'll actually go here. to, or could he go someplace else? No, that's probably that's good. He could run down here to 5. That would route them. The cavalry is going to go down here, which I think it routes them both. What is disorder and disorder for displacement? Maybe it's nothing. What disorder and disorder?
So, but it's
So some
cavalry
table
with
there.
infantry, right?
It's
That's true. So he
displaced.
can't do that. You can't do that. I mean, you can't make a involuntary. You can't make a
Right.
voluntary move that's a violation. So you can't do that.
Yeah.
So he will just stay where he is because he thinks it's a little safer, and the dragoon will cover him by being there, maybe if he's lucky, and that's where we're going to leave it.
Yeah, and disorder with disorder, you just displace.
Now let me just quickly check command ranges to make sure I set everything up so they can.
Why can't you get here?
Too many movement points going down the hill.
It's just
2 to go
one.
back up.
Oh, it was
3,
2.
that's
Okay.
2 to
Yeah,
go up.
because you started there and
I
you had to
got
go up and then.
Yep. I'm sorry. I was counting from here. I apologize.
Yep. Okay. He probably shouldn't have. Where he's in command? Is he in command? Jalikov is his commander. The Cossacks and Hussars are hopefully in. Where the heck are they?
Yeah, it looks like all your guys are in a range of 3.
Where did I put the leader for the Cossacks?
Well, you've got a leader back here. You've got a leader over here.
Yeah, there's one other one for the other guy. Where'd he go?
Who is he part of? The
He's
lifeguards?
lifeguard Cossack leader.
Oh, I don't know.
Orlov Denisov.
Yeah, he was like out here. Where'd he go?
Well,
He's out there somewhere. We'll find him. Ideally, he's in range of the Cossacks and the Hussars, if y'all don't mind. Or we could just rebuild them or something. Where on earth did you go? There it was.
well, Denisov is over here, unless it's a different Denisov.
No, that's a regular line Cossack.
Oh, okay.
He's right here.
Yeah, he's under Kreitz.
And he should come here. There we go. That's all.
All right. That
That
was
was a
pretty
lot of fun.
dramatic.
That was.
Lifeguard cavalry charge. Ain't it beautiful?
Yeah, that's better than my Cossacks. I need to pay my guys to get upgraded.
All right, we were going to call it at the end of this, so.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
think we
yeah, let's
probably
wrap it
should.
up.
Yeah, no, I got to get up for work. So,
Okay. Well, good. We'll hit
All
the
right.
happy dandy
Oh.
save button.
yes, let me save this. All righty.
This is the 820.
Yep. Part 1. The 820 turn, part 1. All right. Cool.
Awesome. Thanks, everyone.
Yeah.
All right.
Yep. Thank you.
All righty.
And Brendan, we on for Wednesday?
Yeah.
Okay.
Super fun. Appreciate it
All right.
all. Thanks, everybody.
All right.
All right.
Good
Good
luck,
night.
guys. Good night.
See y'all.
All right.